What's up, guys? Brandon from River's Edge Outfitters in Cherokee. Had a pretty good day on the water today, sitting at the vise now. So with delayed harvest season right around the corner here, I thought I'd show you the kind of unique way that I tie my squirmies. I don't really ever see anybody else doing it that way, and I think it's a little bit better way to do it. You be the judge. So let's get into it. Alright, so the hook that I'm using is a size 12 fulling mill jig hook. And then we're gonna do just your standard pink squirmy, whatever your favorite material is, you know, that's the one. The bead that I use, I don't have a package, and I don't know the exact size on it either, but it's close to a 4/0. And so the thread that I'm using is UTC, if that'll focus, UTC Ultra Thread 70 in fluorescent pink. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is put the bead on. Now here is the magic. This is the part that I do that's different. So we got a jig hook and we got a slotted bead, of course, but I'm going to put this bead on backwards. So it's going slotted side down. So the slotted side, I don't think you can see that or not, but the slotted side will actually be facing the eye of the hook. It'll make sense why here in just a second. Alright, now we're going to start our thread just right on the bend of that. And don't go up too far, just right past the bend. Okay, then we're going to take our first section of squirmy material here, and I like, you know, just about an inch, you know, maybe a little more, a little less. And so I keep hearing people talk about how much trouble they have tying squirmies. They keep cutting through the material and whatnot. So here's what I do. See, I just made a loose wrap over that. And you can pull this material up, and then you can lay it wherever you want it on the hook just by pulling down on the thread. See what I'm doing? And once you do that, just make you a couple wraps. That way you don't have to make a really tight wrap and cut through your thread, through your squirmy material. Alright, so after we've got a couple wraps there, I always come around the back side once. Now pull this tight on the back and make you a couple wraps. Pull it tight, make you a few wraps there to secure it, and we're going to cut it off. And we'll just do a quick whip finish. I like to do 2 or 3. It should be good. Then we'll cut our thread. So there's the head of our squirmy. Now we're just going to slide this bead over where we cut that off. You have to angle it just the right way so it'll slide on. Once you do it right, you can see it kind of looks like that squirmy is going through the bead, which I guess it technically is, but since it's a jig hook, you've still got room, plenty of room to tie it on your line there, on your tippet. Now what we're going to do is start our thread behind the bead. Once we've got that in place, wrap back to the bend of the hook. We'll take what we got left here, measure out about you know, the same length, about an inch or so. Same deal, make you a loose wrap, then you just let your bobbin go, and then pinch that squirmy material, line it up on your hook, pull it down tight, make you a couple wraps front, make you a couple wraps behind, come back around. Now that's pretty secure. That's all she should need there. Wrap your thread up to the bead, and then we'll just wrap the body with what we got left. Just a couple more wraps. We'll go around our thread make a couple wraps with the thread to secure it. I'll do it just a few times, just to be on the safe side. I like to tie a really durable fly. Alright, once we've done that, pull this material tight, snip it, be careful not to cut your thread. Then I'm just gonna do a couple whip finishes, kind of build up a little bit of a hot spot, which I know sounds weird to make a hot spot with pink thread on a pink fly with a pink bead, but if you hold a black light or a UV light over this, you will see what I mean. You'll see why I do that. And I think it just adds durability. Once we've done that, snip our thread, and there you go. That's your finished squirmy. Now, the reason why I think this is superior to the way most people do it, which is they'll have the head of the squirmy, they'll tie it all in one piece. So this will actually be, the front of this will be behind the bead. It'll just be sticking straight up in the air. So when it hits the water, they kind of fold together like this. It doesn't look like a worm, you know, it just looks like a blob of something, which, I mean, they catch fish, obviously, they work, but when this hits the water, it just has so much more movement. It's got just wormy, and it just works. So give that a shot, and you know, don't want to give away all my secrets, but you can change things up. There's a lot of different there's a lot of different variants you can do with this. You know, as far as how you do the body and whatnot. I may show you that later. One last little thing that I do sometimes, and I don't really think it makes a difference at all, but I just do it for me sometimes, is I'll take my squirmy material, just tie an overhand knot in it like that, pull it tight, and now you've got kind of a little segmented look in it. Paul Bort showed me that. So next time you're at the vise getting ready for delayed harvest here, you're tying your eggs, your mops, your squirmies, all that, try a few like that. I think you'll like the way they fish, and they're such an easy tie. I mean, it really doesn't take that much longer to do it that way, and I think it's just a better way to do it. So we've got the hooks, we've got the beads, we've got the squirmy material, and pretty much any kind of color you'd want right there at the shop. You can come by our shop in Cherokee, pick it up, check out our online store. We've got it online. Come and see us. Thanks for watching.